They'll line up all receivers to the left, hand it off, and it is right down the chute with a nice stop that time. Kyle Wilson stepping in to make the stop. Here's the Hamilton starting defense to begin week one. Stamps first round pick this year. Chris Fortin is in the game as an extra offensive lineman. They go heavy. They'll hand it off. Dedrick Mills, bully ball into the end zone. And Calgary begins the Vernon Adams Jr. era with a touchdown.
A tremendous start here for the Calgary Stampeders offense. Looking potent, slinging the ball around the field and getting it done on the ground. I would say not just statistically. What Adams did is there's a handoff again to Dedrick Mills, getting that running game going.
Certainly, maybe his time in Montreal, BC, educated him on that. Carries it here to Calgary. Is nice hard run that time. Dedrick Mills getting the wheels turning once again in his fourth year at Nebraska. As Vernon with the wind at his back, as Doug Flutie accurately described, will hand it off, and Dedrick Mills breaks across midfield, runs through a tackler, and finally Stavros Katsantonis gets just enough to bring him down. Run away from him for a couple of steps there. We'll go back to work on 2nd and 10. Underneath Dedrick Mills into the backfield, and one-on-one with Ray Wilborn. Digging in, seeing if they can find a stop somehow here at the end of the first half. Mills gets the football and has his second touchdown of the ball game.
Get behind the left side of this offensive line. They load things up.
Twee, the man that touched it first, Anthony Federico, fought through as well. And then recovered by Keelan Thomas. And now looking for his third major of the day is Dedrick Mills. Has a gain of 12 all the way down to the 1 yard line. Heavy team comes out early in the second quarter as Hamilton comes with a secondary blitz again. They can't pick it up, but they screen right into it. And Mills has got an opportunity. If he gets a couple of blocks, they pick up the first down. And a nice play call that time. Calgary saying, okay, you want to send secondary pressure? Well, 2nd and 8 after the penalty. Draw handoff. Mills makes a man miss in the hole. Gets outside to the 30, 25. They'll pick up 10 yards on 2nd and 8. Vernon Adams Jr. after the 65-yard completion to Clark Barnes. Hands it off. And into the end zone. It's Dedrick Mills once again. He's got 3, and number 3 approves. Vernon Adams Jr. watching on as the running game dominates.
Dedrick Mills has got himself a hattie. Third of the day. Watch the offensive line go to work here.
Tom, he's tough to bring down, man. He was great in this Calgary short yardage unit. Now with the Riders after signing in free agency, and they'll give it back to Mills on the final play of the third quarter. Rumbles his way across the 40-yard line. So maybe a sign of things to come in the fourth quarter, clinging on to a 4-point advantage. So Vernon Adams Jr. with Dominique Grimes on the sideline, hands it off inside, trying to go back to that short yardage package that was so successful in week 1 against Hamilton. And no signal as of yet.
Good push. This was a second effort. You can see him stopped right there. And again, it looks like he crosses the plane.
Kate in the panel out in Vancouver as well. After a gain of 10, this drive continues. And right side, Dedrick Mills breaking some tackles, getting up to the 48 of Calgary, and another Stampeder first down. Back to 26. Why not on that draw? Mills, big gain again. He's still chugging along. Down near the red-black 35. Biggest gain on the ground. Dedrick Mills, 27 more yards. Calgary driving against this wind.
Yeah, Dedrick Mills starting to get on a little bit of a roll. Dom Rhymes from the backfield.
Board in this one. That's it. Here we are in the second half, late in the third quarter. Calgary football down by 6, running again. Dedrick Mills running hard in this game. Ended up missing the playoffs for the first time in 20 years. 2nd and 10, Ottawa 42, over the middle. That is cut by Mills, yards after the catch. Down to the 30 he goes, and another first down for Calgary.
Opportunity for Jones here to maybe contribute a little bit more. Calgary marching again. Big hole right up the middle for Mills. Eventually tracked down inside the 20. That's a second and goal from the Bomber 2. Adams hands it off. Mills up the middle. Touchdown Calgary. His 5th rushing touchdown of the season. And this is a stunner at McMahon as Calgary blows it wide open.
Good low leverage by that offensive line. Deep hand.
First down from the Calgary 54. And there's Dedrick Mills. Can he find some space? He does. There's a flag, though, as he picks up the first down and takes it inside the 45. 4 options out to the left for Adams. They're going to run it to the right. Cut back right up the middle by Mills, and he's got some room. Turns his legs out to the 50. First down, Stampeders. 3 receivers already in this game with more than 60 yards. Now this is handed off, pushing it down inside the 15. Back on the ground, and there's a first down and a little bit more as Dedrick Mills.
To keep the ball in bounds, put him in score zone.
Adams 2 for 3 in this opening drive and handing off to Mills. Gets his first carry. It's a good one. Dedrick Mills powers his way down to the Winnipeg 20. And this Calgary offense means business so far in this one.
Penalty rod there?
No, I don't think Mike O'Shea did either. Dedrick Mills cuts it back. A nice move by Mills. Keeps his feet. Gets a first down. Inside the Bomber zone across midfield and down to the 50. And the sticks move for Calgary again. No words necessary. Here's Calgary dumping it off. It's Mills with it from Adams, and he breaks tackles Dedrick Mills. Gets it down inside the 40, and yeah, no words before necessary. And
7 on the line. They'll give it to Mills, cuts it down, trying to find the end zone, and he does. Touchdown, Calgary. 6th of the season for Dedrick Mills. Stampeders strike first.
Don't look to where you want to run to the backside B gap, or else you can tip off the defense and the linebackers. But that's a couple of runs now for Dedrick.
First and goal from the Montreal 9. Mills stands in behind VA. They'll give it to him. Far side. Mills barreling his way towards the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Dedrick Mills. Would not be stopped on this drive.
Six is bringing 2, and he did it in the first half, but he just didn't do it enough. He had a couple of carries, and in those carries, he got his teammates fired up, even the guys on the bench.
Adams doesn't like what he sees. He's moving players around here. This time the give to Mills, who bounces left, has some room, cuts inside, touchdown, Stampeders. Dedrick Mills from 6 yards out.
Well, the production in the run game supplied by Dedrick Mills, and that offensive line has been such an important part of
thinking he should have pulled the ball there. Either way, a loss of 3. Adams 2nd and 13. This time the swing pass to Mills again. Beats the first man, has the first down, and run out of bounds at around the 25, the 36-yard line. This time Mills again has some room. Gets out across the 35-yard line, close to the 30, gain of 13 on the play. His best run of the afternoon. 1st and 10 from the 31. Stampeders give it to Mills again, who breaks a couple of tackles inside the 20, across the 15, down to the 10-yard line. Saskatchewan brought the blitz. Mills made them pay with a gain of 21.
on defense from the Montreal Carabao.
2nd and 10 for Adams as he checks it down to Mills. Close to first down yardage. He's going to come up a yard short.
Calgary will start on their 40 after the field goal from Blanchard. Mills, a little bit of space, and he pushes it ahead. Should be a first down for the Stampeders.
of Vernon Adams Jr. Michael Awe with the second, but now moving the football more effectively. They'll screen this one out as Dedrick Mills makes the grab, cuts back into traffic, puts his shoulder down, and crosses the 30-yard line for another. What can Matthew Betts do, knowing that it's pass attack happy Calgary at this point? Trying to carve their way back in as Dedrick Mills, extremely effective catching the ball out of the backfield here this evening.
Off to see Kent Marcoux getting stood up like that. There's now a handoff to the outside, and it's Mills puts a stiff arm on Marc Antoine Duquois. Look like, yeah, he's getting the ball. Let's go. They'll find a way to stop him. They can't here as he crosses midfield, down inside the 40-yard line.
Now down 7-3, late, with seconds to go until quarter time. Dedrick Mills, right side, finds room, still going, up to the 28. And a first down for Calgary to buy them a lot of space in an 18-yard pickup for Mills.
Yeah, couple of things.
Down to the BC 42 now, and a 1st and 10 Calgary. Dedrick Mills up the middle. Lots of room, still going. Finally tackled by Patrice Rene, but he gets it inside the 25.
In the CFL, if you don't throw that with enough pace, it's going to get picked anyway.
Going the other way.
Right?
Absolutely, it's going the other way.
Coverage so good, especially on those wide sides, as now Mills breaks free into the middle of the secondary, and he can't be brought down until he's inside the 10-yard line.
It looked like the Ticats defensively had him at the line of scrimmage, or at least had plugged the hole he originally wanted. It just sort of...
For the Hamilton defense against Toronto last week, not that kind of productivity right now, but plenty of physicality is now running right through that Hamilton defense. Once again, Dedrick Mills, when he gets the first 5 yards and the wheels are turning, it's hard to stop him before at least 15.
Maybe Verisuck needed to be in that one.
Mills gets another touch, drives the legs into the end zone, and Calgary on the road extends their lead here late in the third.
You know, we've got to be responsible.
Beautiful route as Vernon hands it off, and D-Train Mills plunges forward. No signal yet, right there at the goal line. And touchdown. The Calgary Stampeders.
The ruling on the field, a touchdown.
Their rival down the road. And, you know, when you look at...
4-yard gain on first down, still deep in their zone. Vernon Adams Jr. the Stampeders from in the end zone, and a short pass underneath. It is caught by Mills, has the first down, head down, still going up around the 35 and across it. A great pickup. Should be hitting that milestone today. He has 30. And on the ground, it's Mills again, breaking a tackle. Finally, Tavares McFadden takes him down at midfield. 9 for 11, 181 yards passing, 3 touchdowns on the ground. Dedrick Mills, the biggest story in that Calgary offense in the first half, and he picks up where he left off to start the second half with 13 more yards. 3 touchdown lead, on the verge of making it 4. Adams, Mills, he's made into the end zone. Another touchdown, and great second effort for Dedrick Mills. He's just not being denied today. Looked like the Argos had him, but they didn't have enough of him. And he found his way in again for another Calgary touchdown.
I love the celebrations when they do a little dancing like that and the offensive line gets involved. It's always fun to watch. 3-game winning streak to get it going.
Off to Mills again. Takes that pass, and here he goes for a first down. Dedrick Mills keeps it going inside the BC 50 now. And it's Mills, left side and more! Dedrick Mills, 20, 10, and Mills close to the Lions' end zone with his biggest run of the day.
Deontay Demery gets the big block, number 60 at left tackle. He's stopping here. He gets that big turn-in block, a kick out on the outside, and watch Dedrick Mills take full advantage of his big guys up front, opening up a gaping hole for him to go, and just the hustle from Deontay Williams saves a touchdown. Second and medium.
2nd and 7, you see. A draw. Mills.
Yep.
Pushing his way through. He had a hole, and he does some work as well. A first down running for Mills and the Calgary Stampeders up to their 50.
And that throw to Dom Rhymes on 1st and 20 and you can make up 15 of them. Now you can get your running back involved on 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7.